Hello? Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Can all of you all hear me okay? Is the audio alright? I feel like falling asleep and waking up. I know, I'm so happy. Hi, Retta! Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, this track, it's so good, isn't it? Hearing me fine, okay? Feels like an alarm clock call. I could be a bit louder. I know I tried fiddling with the BGM, like trying to make it softer. I know it was a bit loud last time. How does my mic sound now? Ah, ah, ooh, ooh, ah. Before I say it. Okay. Bad stream delay. Oh, I promise a lot of that is on my end too. I've mentioned it a million times. I'm running on a potato laptop. Welcome back, Tiny. Yeah. My computer is kind of chugging to keep all of this running afloat, so there's probably gonna be a lot of like frame rate scuff. Junie! You made it! Oh my god! Get some of my viewers to come support you. Well, it's the thought that counts. I really appreciate that you just let the word out. Okay. Dozing off. That's somewhat the intention this time around. I don't plan to do anything too fancy tonight, but yeah, have a good sleep, Arc. Classes are excellent till the 2. Oof. Well, I'm really happy that you can make it, baby. It's so soothing. I guess with all that said, like, yeah, just tech-wise, I'm not working with much. I'm only just barely, gotta be careful with AI Dungeon, it takes. I do have the settings onto, like, moderate, so I know, there's the potential that it can get kinda spicy, so to speak, but, I know, it's not guaranteed, and if I manage to catch it quick enough, you know, I can always, like, back out on it. Yeah, I usually can see it coming, yeah. I've played this game a lot of times before, had a lot of fun. I know mostly how it works by this point. yeah, we should jump into the chaos, shall we? And if ever, like, anybody has any recommendations for, like, where to take the story or anything, I'm open to suggestions. I don't have too many ideas. At the moment, I'm just kind of winging it. Anyways... Sorry, my class all organized. Oh, thank you, Mox. So glad you could be here. If we're just getting started. Okay. Let's see. I know I'm a little hungry because I haven't had much to eat today. All I have right now is coffee, and I'm out of, like, sweetening syrup, so I had to rely on, like, stevia packets, and it's like, after a while that gets pretty blech. Yep, hosting is a thing, but don't feel obligated to do anything. You just being here by yourself is plenty for me. Alright. How much chaos am I feeling tonight? Maybe I'll go with... Let's start with a mystery. Patient, detective, spy, doctor. I'm always kind of curious with patient what kind of directions that can go. At least 3 chaos. Oh yeah, and I don't have like any bots set up right now. I still need to figure a lot of that stuff out. Oh god, this one will get spicy quick. We'll see, we'll see. Character. Blumbits. You are Blumbits, a patient living in Chicago. You have a hospital bracket and a pack of bandages. You wake up in an old, run-down hospital with no memory of how you got there. You take a look around the room and see half a dozen other patients with impairments ranging from mental illness to physical deformities all in the same room. You can hear them all making sounds of fear and confusion as they wake up to their new surroundings. My oh my. Where are we? We are at the Blumby Hospital. This hospital is for new patients that need help, a ghostly voice answers. But I don't need help, you reply. I wonder if I own this hospital, or like... Hiya, Crunty! Blumbit's owner of the Blumby Hospital. Is it, like, privately owned? It seems you have had quite the adventure while you were asleep. Perhaps you would like to share some of it with us while we get started with opening up your blum body, the ghost says. Opening up my blum body. It's been open for 30 years now. Whoops. There. Oh yes, apologies. We are still a new hospital and don't get visited often, so we sometimes forget that other people have made things, the ghost says. This ghost is not very helpful. Walk down the nearest hallway. Some of the text might get covered up by my froggy face, I apologize. There's a dozen feet of hallway with 6 doors on either side. Each of the doors has an old sign reading Doctor above it. You gain no points. I want more information. The ghosts lead you down the hallway into one of the rooms. The door closes behind you. You see a dozen or so semi-independent ghosts in the room. Why are you all sitting around here? Just not gonna assume anything about having a bunch of ghosts in a 30-year-old hospital. The ghosts all turn as one to face you. Each one is unique, but each one has the same blank expression on their faces. Give me more, please. We are here so that our unfinished business may be settled. We cannot move on until it is finished, the ghost says. What business do you have here? This hospital has had no unusual incidents. It is not? Are you sure you should be drawing conclusions before you have all the facts? The ghost asks. I'm sorry, what was that? The yet to pass on are getting sassy with us. We have unfinished business in the death of Dr. Eckers. He made us into what we are and then tried to kill us, the ghost says. This is a mystery. This hospital is my very own property. I will see into this matter as soon as I can. As you wish, Blumby. We will not trouble you anymore, the ghost says. The ghost or ghosts vanish from view. You leave the room and head back to the front lobby of the hospital. Well, problem solved, I guess. Go to Dr. Eckers' office. The door to the office is open, and you can see that the room has been ransacked. So much for security. This office was a simple lock. I wonder how he did it. The ghost or ghosts were able to get in here easily. You gain 2 points. I'm mostly new to this point system. I think it's kind of experimental from what I glossed over in like the devlogs. I think. So I'm not too sure how like this is gonna go or like what it's for mainly. Inspect the inspect the mess. There's some blood on the floor, and one of the seats has been cut open. You aren't sure. It's certainly not a normal chair. It's from a different era. Someone has been in here. You gain 2 points. Very, very smart. We are. Certainly, definitely, absolutely. Will it tell me what era it's from? You might hear me crack my knuckles quite a bit. It's a habit I've got. Ah, I see he's been more thorough than I thought. It was a good thing I decided not to kill him that time. Perhaps he learned how easy it was and decided to be more ambitious. So I tried to kill him, but then I decided against it, and now he's... The ghost told me he was dead, so somebody got him. Perhaps he learned how easy it was. Look in his this file cabinet. You search through the drawers and see a few interesting things. One of them has a picture of a man and a woman, both young and healthy looking. You assume they are Eckers and his wife. You learn something new about the man. You gain 1 point. Look for an address. In a drawer, you find a business card. On the front it says Dr. Gerald Eckers, and on the back there is an address and a time between the hours of 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. You should search the house. You gain 5 points. I'm not at the house yet. I didn't do anything. Drive to Dr. Eckers' house. You set off for the address on the back of the card. When you arrive, you find that the house is a single-story house with a front and back porch. Feed me. Feed me more. It appears he isn't very wealthy. I expected a house like the one I grew up in. This is a nice street, though. Lots of houses like this, but not too many. That kind of makes me wonder. Usually doctors are paid pretty nice. I'm not in his office anymore. I would probably check, like, what his salary looked like. Knock on the front door. You ring the doorbell, that works too, and hear what sounds like it's coming from inside the house. You wait for a moment, but the sounds don't stop. Look through the window. I don't know what it is about the name Dr. Eckers that makes me think of Dr. Jekyll. That would be a wild change from Ghost Hospital, though. You're right. You can see what looks like a man, or what once may have been a man. Now he's nothing but a husk, sitting in a chair and making the singing sounds you heard earlier. Ooh. Might just get dicey here. I'm almost tempted to, like, Google Dr. Eckers as a name, like, see if maybe the AI is pulling from a movie or something. Well, we're completely unarmed, completely unprepared. Actually, if we rang the doorbell, he would know that we're here. More info. On it. Sounds seem to be coming from a hole in his chest from what you can see. I think I shouldn't be seeing this. A thought occurring to you, you quickly reach for your gun. Oh, I have a gun, I guess. Thank you, narrator. You're so generous. Yeah, I guess it's time for action. Bust through that door. Okay, turns out there are a lot of Dr. Eckers. I guess that doesn't surprise me. Bust through that door. You burst through the door, and the man sits there in the chair with a hole through his chest. He continues to make the sound, but you smash your fist into his face and knock him out of the chair. You killed the man. You gained 5 points. Okay. Wait, the singing noise is coming from a hole in his chest? What? I know! Supposedly, this Dr. Eckers man experimented on people. This might be one of the victims. Search the man's body. You killed a man! You search the body and find a card with the word broken written on it and an address. Gained 1 point. Why is this oddly compelling? Check the address on Google Maps. You find a store. It's called True Value, and it appears to be some kind of electrical and tool store. I wonder if this man had a job. Search for the man's ID. You find a wallet on the man, but you don't find an ID. Strange, I've never heard of someone stealing somebody's ID and discarding it like this. Most. I need a little more, please. You pause. Most people know how to at least look up their own information, even if they're a bit forgetful. You sigh and leave the house. What does that even mean? I guess we're on our way to true value? Once at the store, you drive around the corner to a parking lot and park your car. Getting out of your car, you walk into the shop and approach the counter. You're at True Value, a chain of hardware stores. You gain no points. Is True Value a real place? Recently. The cashier is a young woman with long brown hair and a slim build. The name's Cassandra is written on her tag. Okay, that's nice. Does she respond? She pauses and then replies, "Yes, seems we've had a few people go missing. I believe last month we lost a stock boy." "That's strange," you reply. I'm not really... I don't consume a lot of, like, criminal investigation or, like, detective stories, so... Sometimes I don't always register, like, what all to ask for or what all to pursue. Anything else? I was wondering if that could be the cause of the problems at the inn if we hired more people. This adds absolutely nothing. More, please. Maybe? I mean, maybe whoever took the employees did it to throw you guys off the trail. Oh, I doubt if it would work. Others have gone missing, not just employees. Really? Do they all have anything in common? The victims are all male between the ages of 16 and 25 and all worked at the inn. That's not specific. Yeah, I don't know if this is feasible for this story. So we're gonna retry this one. Seem to have found some ID belonging to one of the missing employees. What is this? It's a card with the name John written on it. Except we didn't find an ID. So, no. No, try again. Do you know what kind of car he drove? No, we only hire people with valid driver's licenses, you know, in case they forget their keys or something. I suppose I should have brought this up earlier. Found a guy. In a dead man's house. Carrying a card with this store's address. Really? Was he a good employee? I don't know, I just found him. Does that matter, you ask? No, I suppose not. You continue. I'm gonna see if the AI thinks of anything for me first. I don't know his name, and I don't even know what he looks like. I found the card in a house that had been broken into. Wait. It's nothing but a husk. Okay, that tracks. The card had broken written on it, and he had a big hole in his chest. Know anything about that? Nope, I just hire guys smarter than me. Once again, she goes back to ringing up items in the cash register. You leave the store and drive back home. I mean, kudos for self-awareness, but... Drive back home, like, what could I do at home? Once there, you stare down at the man in the basement. You wonder what he was after. The only thing you can think of is that you were right and they're going to try something soon. Why is there a man in our basement? What is he doing there? Is he... like, do we share a condo and, like, he just lives downstairs? Or, like, is he renting the basement? Or... why is there a man in our basement? I just hire guys smarter than me. Yeah. Hey... Frank? Frank looks up from the TV he's watching and stares at you. He seems to be concentrating on something. What you looking at? What is this? He screams. It's a card, you say. Card risk? I don't know. Look at the card. You looked at the risk card, you gain 1 point. You hold up the card and show it to Frank. He looks at it and then back at you. You realize you'll have to quickly wing this if you plan on coming back here. It's my house! Frank, what do you know about this card? I know that people give them to me, Frank says. Do you know why? No. You pause and quickly come up with a story in your head. I guess we're gonna do a story prompt. It seems that Dr. Eckers' patients experiments to seek retribution? Is that the right word? For his cruel deeds. Unfortunately, he is dead, so they are searching for a means to fill in the voids in their souls. They need the power to take what they want, and you shouldn't stand in the way of that. Wait a second, then where does that put the ghosts? Where did the ghosts play into this? I totally forgot. Well, the one guy was... It did say he was nothing but a husk. Did their spirits, like, get ripped out somehow? I think that's kind of what the... I think I'm starting pieces together. The ghosts back in Blumby Hospital are awaiting to wanting to return to their misshapen bodies. No. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Help me, AI-chan. Well, I guess that's all I wanted to ask, you say. Okay, Frank says. I guess we should get going. You nod and walk out towards your car. Okay, I think I can work with this. Drive to the hospital. You pull into the hospital parking lot and quickly find a space. You rush into the hospital and quickly head up to the 8th floor where the children's ward is located. Why the children's ward? Care to explain? Upon reaching the nurse's station, you ask if... great. You rush into the hospital and... Upon reaching the nurse's station, you ask if anyone by the name of Nathan has come in recently. You get 2 no's for replies before the female nurse at the desk answers your question for you. I don't think so. As you walk into the ward, you see a number of children sitting in their rooms. Most of them sit in their beds staring out the window. Why did we go to the children's ward in the first place? What is here? Search for the ghosts. You quickly search the rooms, looking for any signs of ghosts. Searched all the rooms, gained no points. I'm looking for ghosts. I said I would help them. It doesn't take you too long, but when you do find one, they are reflected in the window of a closed door. The reflection is that of a young, deformed girl. Oh, of course, I should probably ask. Hello, were you a... No, that wouldn't work, because all the victims were men. Boys and men. Where can I find the spirits of Dr. Ackers's victims? Thought you were looking for ghosts, a voice says. You turn around and see a young girl. She seems to be around your age, a little older than you. If I declared that the hospital is about 30 years old, and there's no mention of, like, prior ownership... No, because I built it from brick 1, that's right. Young girl, a little older than me. If I'm over 30, I wouldn't call that young if she's older than me. Silly. She stands in the doorway of her room further down the hall. She has long black hair that covers one eye and wears a white nurse's uniform. I am. Do you have any information about them? Hmm. The girl nods. I saw a bunch of them in the cafeteria. They're in there right now. Thanks, you say. You quickly hurry down the hall and enter the cafeteria. Call out for the ghosts. Hello? There's silence. You walk through the cafeteria, staring at all the tables. At one of them, you see a little girl playing with a roll of toilet paper. This is a little girl, you can tell because she's playing with toilet paper. I guess. Those need to stay in the bathroom, little missy. Why? The little girl asks. It's... nobody wants to see their you start to say, but stop yourself from cursing! You think of something to compliment her. Pretty. Yeah, how about let's not? I don't like... The girl looks up at you, her one good eye bright and curious. Why? You sigh, not wanting to get into a long conversation with her about why toilet paper needs to stay in the bathroom. Have you seen any floaty people around here lately? No, the little girl says, returning to her game. Do you want some more toilet paper? No, thank you. Unless it's to put it back in the bathroom. What is this plot progression? Okay, the little girl says. You walk away and find yourself staring at a ghost. Have you seen these people? A man screams at you. You jump back in surprise. What people? The ghosts from Dr. Ecker's lab, he screams. We want them back! You shake your head, not knowing what to say. Are you saying they all disappeared? Ah, you know, the classic supernatural murder mystery toilet paper tangent. It never gets old. They're supposed to be watching over us, the man screams. Now that Eckers is dead, we're in danger. Ghosts in danger? Ghosts in danger? In danger of what? He was trying to write laws that would keep us safe. Look at what he did to our bodies. He didn't have to do it like this. He was a fool. What even? Could you repeat that statement for me, but different this time? The man breathes heavily. Never mind, he says. We're just here to make sure the experiments are safe. The man and his companion quickly leave as if not wanting to get into a discussion. So, like, other ghosts are chipping in for, like, the Eckers ghosts trying to, like, pass on? I don't know what's going on. I've completely lost track of what we're even doing. Maybe I should just, like... feeling yourself being pulled in so many different random directions has put you at your limit. You head back to your car, call the police, and warn them about a group of human husks gathering and causing mayhem. Then you call the nearest church for an exorcist and tell them that there are a bunch of ghosts at your hospital. You've had enough of this. Why goose chase. You don't know what came over you trying to find the lost souls. You really should have gotten a hold of your head and stopped, but you didn't. Now you're too involved to get out of this. Drive around town and look for any wandering husks. You pull out of your parking spot and drive around town. You don't find any on your way to the hospital, but you do find several crates with missing text across from a few of the roads. Take out the broken card. A closer look at the card reveals a set of 3 numbers. You look around to see if anyone is watching, and then quickly enter the numbers into your phone. Beep! Nothing happens. Okay. That's really not where I was going with this, but okay. Didn't go anywhere anyway. Line the card's text in the missing text gap on the crate. When you do this, the broken card becomes readable. You pull out your phone again to take a picture of the broken card so you can answer all your questions with one piece of proof. God, I hope so, because I'm at a freaking loss. Take out the risk card. You look closely at the card and read it. Do you feel like something is going to happen? Yes. Wow. You put the card in your pocket and continue driving around town. I don't get it. You lose 1 point. Thank you, narrator, for telling me that this entire line of logic was completely pointless. Thank you for revealing that this was nothing but a red herring. Yes, wow. Hello, bad cat. We're trying to do a modicum of some story time with AI Dungeon. I don't get it, you lose 1 point is the biggest mood in the universe. How are we all? Doing pretty good. Mainly intending for this stream to be pretty chill. Not really up to much. We're doing a mystery, quote-unquote, story with supernatural twists and turns and seeming random red herrings like all over the place. No idea of what I'm doing, where I'm going, where the story is going. I don't get it. I lose 1 point. I guess we're driving around town. You notice how quiet it is. You wonder why the hell something like this isn't happening more often. People running into random pieces of cardboard is just weird, you think? I mean, I guess if the risk card is completely worthless, then throw away the risk card. You look around, but don't find any other cards. You're getting frustrated, so you decide to pull over and check the messages on your phone. You have a new message from your sister. Oh? Blumbitz has a sister. You're glad she's alright. You turn on the radio to try and calm yourself down, but nothing is coming in. Frustrated, you turn it off. Okay, but what did the message say specifically? Let's try that again. AI Dungeon can or can't be chill. Exactly. Hey bro, I'm having a party at my house. Don't worry, I won't let you get drunk. I've rigged the drink dispensers to give people water only. Wow, what a stickler. What a narc. Text her. Have you heard any weird rumors at all today? No. Of anything weird happening at all today. You sit in your car and wait for a reply. Your phone dings with her message. No, why? Did something weird happen? That's odd, you think. I'll tell you more next time we meet up. Seems like the game is kind of lagging a bit. Your sister responds positively, then asks where you'll be. You reply that you'll let her know when you find out, then continue driving. A car drives by you with the hazard lights on. Try to catch a glance of the driver. Coffee not really doing the greatest favors for my throat. It's a man in his 30s or 40s, you can't tell. He doesn't seem to see you and keeps driving. You continue waiting. An ambulance drives by, sirens off. You didn't get a good look at the driver, but you can guess he was probably a paramedic. Conspiracy? Follow the car. Thanks for the hearts, Tiny. Doody-doody-doo. As the car turns onto a main road, you continue to follow it. Soon, the car pulls into the hospital. You pull into a parking lot near the hospital. You saw a man but didn't catch a glimpse of his face. You gain no points. Check the license plate. The plate is from a neighboring state. You get out of your car and walk over to the ambulance. You notice a man in a white coat sitting in the back and go up to him. You follow the ambulance here. You gain 5 points. Finally, we're gaining. Somehow. I'm gonna try to be assertive. I'm the owner of the hospital, so go up to him and be like, "Aren't you late for work?" dropped what I miss? Not much. I don't know how, where you left off on, but, we are following, we followed a car and an ambulance with its sirens off. So now we're at the hospital, the Blumby Hospital, which I, the main character, have built from the very first brick. And now we're checking up on our random dude in the parking lot. White lab coat. I was sitting here in case someone like you came to ask me questions. Do you see this person? The man says, showing you a picture of a girl. Which girl? Please inform me of her appearance. I was only a few minutes away when they brought her in, but I felt like I should help. She had multiple stab wounds and there was so much blood. It all makes sense now. Narrator, do you... You are an unreliable narrator. I have yet to make sense of hardly anything. I'm gonna retry that because I wanted specifics of the girl's appearance. What does she look like? We found her at the edge of town. She looks like she's been in a fight or something. You don't see anything out of the ordinary about this girl. What time did this happen? That's not a description, but fine, I'll bite. I was just going to tell the captain when you arrived. We got a call at 6:02. They said we have to investigate immediately, as it might be person causing these incidents, the man says. Observe the girl's appearance. Her face is swollen. She has a large welt over her right eye. You can only guess it's black and blue. Her lower lip is cut, and her nose looks like it might be broken. This girl doesn't look like she's been in a fight. This wasn't... This girl's wounds it from a fight. She's not pulling any punches. The man leads you to the back of the ambulance where you see a stretcher with the girl on it. Why did you... No. Try again. Try again. The man looks at you confused. No, I can tell her wounds aren't from a fight. You should get to the captain. She might know something. If you say so. Whoops. He grabs the girl's arm and drags her out from the back of the ambulance. Don't do that! What is wrong with you? Patient from arrest. What the hell's wrong with you? The man stops and turns around, walking towards you. Oh, you're approaching me. Yeah, what do you want? I'm the guy that does his job. You must be the other guy. I'm sorry for this, but I think you're one of the few who can help this girl. You're new here? Where did you move from? Well, I just left. Here, AI, let me help you. I built this whole hospital and own it myself. I've been in charge here for 30 years. If you really are an employee in these parts, you do not have authority here. Okay. What have you to say to that? I'm not looking to make a scene, sir. I'm just telling you that this girl needs to see a doctor, and she needs to see a doctor now. Then get her to the front desk on the stretcher. Don't drag her by the arm. He turns away and begins helping her off the gurney. I'd feel bad for her if I didn't think she would pull through just fine. Now you step aside and let us do our job. After all this is said and done, you're big time fired, buddy. This is crazy. Now we're venturing into hospital drama. What the hell is this story anymore? You feel a punch to your side and the wind is knocked out of you. Your vision starts to get fuzzy. You try and get up, but you fall. Huh. You know, this does kind of sound like a conspiracy. You try to yell out, but nothing comes out. You wake up in a small, dark room. You sit up and notice a figure looming above you. The figure says, "Hello again, stranger." What is happening? What is happening? Tell me more. I thought the story was getting a little banal, but now it's starting to take a turn again. I'm glad to see you're awake. I was about to knock you out again for the next part. What the hell was the point? God. Give me your hand. You look around and notice there's no escape. You don't have any weapons or anything. You're trapped. You extend your hand and the man grabs you. What? I'll say. What are you going to do with me? The man begins to chant in some language you don't understand. His head turns into a horrible skull and then a large creature with tentacles like an octopus. Holy crap! That's awesome. That's awesome. I like this. Oh my god. I want more, please. Please, this is delicious. Feed me more. The creature begins to force its way into your mouth and you try to fight back. You bite down on a tentacle and realize it doesn't even hurt. Doesn't purr. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Jesus. What do I even do? I can barely even internalize this. Hey, you know what? I kinda wanted chaos. This is chaos. So, please. AI narrator, please, just go nuts. Go nuts. I'll contribute where I feel appropriate. You drop it free of your mouth and it breaks. Sir, look, the creature says. You look and notice it's made out of your arm. So, like, was it like a trick of the mind and I just bit my own arm off? Wow. Wowie. Please, I invite more of the insanity. You can't see your arm, but you know it's there. The creature is holding it up, and you notice that it looks just like your arm, down to the bone, the torn flesh and all. What is happening? The creature looks at you and its skull mouth smiles. What a disarming mental image, yeah. It laughs, and then begins to laugh. You laugh, unable to do anything else. You'll be joining her soon, I'd wager. Who is her? Who's her? Jesus Christ. I love it. The creature says. Then the monster disappears and you wake up. You're in your bed alone. You look around, noticing you're all shook up. It was all a dream. Oh boy. This whole story is a fever dream. And that's what I love. That's what I love about this game. Okay. Go to the bathroom and wash my face. You finish up and head back out. You walk down the hallways looking for Lisa. You find her with a few of her people setting up furniture. Lisa says, "Hey! You should have helped Lisa. You lose 1 point." I just woke up. Who is Lisa? Oh man. the crazy amount of daily shenanigans that you Blumbits partake in is unmatched throughout all of human history. The end. The AI doesn't know what to say. Alter, undo, or try again. Okay. Yeah. I'm done. I'm done with this story. Wowie. Wow, wow, wow. This... What even was this? I can't. My brain... There's a reason that this story is marked as mystery, because the entire purpose and everything in the way this story functions is utterly baffling. There's no logic. There is no good resolution. It's just a mystery. So let's keep it a mystery. I'm ready for another story. Do I want even more chaos? So much fun. I'm glad you think so. Gosh, what else? What do I want to dabble into? I know, apocalyptic and zombies are kind of broken. Like, they don't have nearly the fleshing out that, like, the fantasy stories do. I don't think I've done a Halloween prompt, but, like, it's well outdated by this point. Actually, I need to go pee, so just gonna put a quick breaky break here. Maybe like between 2 or 5 minutes. Maybe see if there's something I can snack on. So, BRB, y'all, my lily pals. Go stretch, go hydrate, go do the taking care of yourself stuff. It's time for break! we're back. We really don't have much in the way of snacks in this house, so I'm settling just for a handful of saltine crackers. Which we only just got like recently, like we've been getting crackers. Probably mainly for soup stuff, but something to crunch, something to munch. Are y'all ready for another story? Let's see here. I'm feeling like either doing fantasy or apocalyptic. I don't have anything specific in mind for fantasy. I just know, like, fantasy is my favorite genre, so... Tonight's stream has been brought to you by Crunch Saltine Crackers. Let's go apocalyptic? You know, I think so. Oops. I'm always kind of thrown off by the fact that there's a courier option. I mean, like, I suppose if, like, people are trying to band together to survive in an apocalyptic wasteland, you know, and it will only track, like... They send some people, like, out for supplies and, like, dealing with other groups and such. Still, it just seems kind of peculiar. Like, courier usually implies, like... The first image that comes to my mind is always, like, a male person. Like, someone working for postal service. Oh well, I think we're gonna be a survivor. Our name... Let's try to play a woman this time. A woman. Lady. Girl. Women named Nettle. Hey, Commissar! Glad that you could stop by. We're on our second story right now. You are Nettle, a survivor trying to survive. Redundancy. Survive in a post-apocalyptic world by scavenging among the ruins of what is left. You have a backpack and a canteen. You haven't eaten in 2 days and you're desperately searching for food. You enter a rundown building and see the remnants of a dead firefight. There's a blood trail leading to some human flesh on a shelf in the corner. A man was looking at it and now it's gone. Interesting start. Check if the man is dead. New quest, find some food. Yeah, of course. We're hungry. Well, that's actually me. The man is dead. You check your canteen and find you have one fixed drink left. You notice the meat on the shelf has moved. You grab a pry bar from your pack. So the man is dead, but the meat is alive. That's kind of a terrifying thought, like, if your muscles and your organs just suddenly, like, manifested a will of their own. You move the shelf away from the wall and see a tunnel leading deeper into the building. You shine your light down and see a box full of... eggs. Damn, why this gotta judge my life like this? The man, the meat, the nightmare. There's a carton of more than enough to feed you and give you energy for days. You quickly load them up and put them back. You are about to leave when you notice something else. What do I notice, narrator? There are some other boxes stacked up at the end of the tunnel. You notice a label and quickly grab the largest piece of parchment you can find. You read it over and try to take a picture with your phone. Read the label. Oh. You see a label with the words, Firstborn Kentucky. You can't remember where you heard about Kentucky before, but this is the perfect find to help you survive another month. Kentucky, isn't that like Atlantis? Everybody wants to believe it exists, but it doesn't really. What? Okay, but what were in the boxes? What were in the boxes? Was it just more food? Was it water? Weapons? Either way, could be a big help to you, and I gained 1 point. Kentucky fake confirmed. That actually reminds me. I think there's legitimately like an SCP article somewhere, and it's basically like the entire state of Tennessee is an SCP. I love it. You quickly leave the building before someone else comes along and takes it. You pack up the eggs and start walking, now with more food than you could ever need. Alright. Check the weather outside. Having been to Tennessee, yeah. It's been a dry spring so far, but there is still a chance of flooding. Even if it doesn't rain, more could come from the melting snow. You hurry to find shelter. A dry spring. Melting snow. Oh. Let me change this. Oh, actually, no. Never mind. I could say. However, it's hard for you to tell the difference between snow and dry ice anymore. It coats everything and smells nearly as bad. The haze is particularly thick over the ruins. You find a building that isn't covered in ice or snow and try to make a door with it. I feel like that's putting the cart before the horse. Compact a whole building into just a door. How strong is Nettle? Are we playing as a muscle lady? Oh, I'd love to be a muscle lady. Ken, you are a muscle lady. Cool, it's canon now. What's next? Help me out, AI. You see that the windows are better. You find 2 bags of potatoes and a side of lamb in the meat room. You quickly cook it up, eating with great satisfaction. I mean, you can't go wrong with potatoes. think back to the living meat. That had been the best meat you've ever eaten. You searched desperately for more of them and had nearly given up hope when you saw these little guys skulking around the ruins. You're hungry. You gained 2 points! That is a superhumanly fast or high metabolism. I suppose it tracks. We are a very strong, muscular lady. These little guys. What could that mean? That nobody has ever seen before the catastrophe. You've been calling them fluffy wamblers. If any of you understand where that's from, I'm giving you a cookie. They look like little wild doors. Covered in a downy fur and about the size they would be if they were the size of a house cat. It's a shame they are even more delicious than they are adorable. You didn't hear what? Pretty good. I was just saying if any of you guys know where the term fluffy wamblers comes from, then I would give you a cookie. The only good thing is there are so many of them, and they can be found all over the ruins. Well, that's good. Take a few as pets, take a few as snacks. Jesus. Gather up materials for a campfire. Like from Door Fortress? Yeah! Yep, it's from Door Fortress. Commissar, you get a cookie. And yep. You You gather up what wood you can find and start a fire, checking it periodically to make sure that it doesn't go too far out of control. Gather up some firewood, you gain 1 point. Check the time. It's getting late, and you should find a place to sleep. You edge closer to the edge of the ruins, trying not to step on any traps that may have been laid out. Thankfully, there aren't any. Gather enough wood to start a fire. You gain 1 point. Judge bought you. That was 1 prompt ago. You might want to keep up. Search for a tight space between wrecked cars. You find a tight spot between 2 cars that may have been tossed around the junkyard. It's not ideal, but it's better than sleeping in the open. You curl up and get trashed. Everybody knows that a bedtime drink is the best way to keep warm, right? You pour out the entire bottle and chug it down. That's the ticket. You toss the bottle aside, then realize how it must look from afar. Okay? You quickly pull off your newly acquired carcade armor and stash it in your bag. You look for a nice soft place to lay down. There isn't any, so you settle for something underneath it. Underneath what? Underneath what? Never mind. Let's just go to sleep. Things usually get real exciting when you go to sleep in AI Dungeon. This lag is something else. I might need to refresh. wake up the next morning feeling a little groggy, but still extremely happy. You look around for something to start on, but there's not much left to find. What was in that drink? Like, not only did it not leave us with a hangover, it made us extremely euphoric. Okay, I'm just gonna take a second to refresh the page and see if maybe that'll help the game run a little smoother. Okay. No, that seemed to do the opposite. Oh no. There we go. Oof. Look around for something to start on, but there's not much left to find. Lays around and ponder the circumstances of this apocalyptic catastrophe. You're not gonna find anything here, you gain no points. You spend the rest of the day exploring the surroundings. You find some nice stashed away a few yards away from where you slept the first night. You should have went to the supermarket. You gain no points. You find some nice stashed away. Investigate the nice. You open up the backpack and see a few cans of tuna, a few bars of soap, some lotion, and a few other things that you should probably eat. You also see a bottle of water. Yum, soap and lotion, my favorite. It's even lavender scented, so after you eat it, your breath is all fresh. Sheesh. Take the backpack's contents and search for a pond. You start walking towards a pond that you passed by the other day and hope that you can find something there. Something splashes in the distance, followed by a loud growl. You found a catfish! Gained 1 point. Look through my supplies for fishing tools. You find some sort of hook and a long string. They don't look like they'll do anything special, so you put them back. You found a pond, gained 5 points. We're already at the pond, narrator. We are already here. We found a catfish. You gave us a point for finding a catfish, and yet we didn't find the pond first? Is this just gonna be a trend for you? I'm gonna just be right back, y'all. I just noticed that the batteries for my headset stuff is almost dead, so I'm just gonna swap out batteries real quick. I'm not even gonna change the screen, I'll just be real quick. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Look around for a bucket. You carry the bucket back to the water and start filling it up. You've gotten pretty good at finding water in the last few days, so you're hoping that this pond will have what you need. You found a bucket, gain 1 point. to scoop the catfish out with the bucket. You've never had catfish before, but you figure it can't be that bad. You dump the water out of the bucket, then use the hook and string to pull up a fish. Okay, we didn't think the hook and string would work, but... maybe it's like one of those, like, escape the room puzzles, where it's like you had to combine the bucket and the hook and string to make them do stuff. It's weird. Please tell us more. It takes a few tries, but eventually the fish is out of the pond and into the bucket. You get rid of all traces of the pond before flushing the bucket. It might be an icy hellscape, but damn do we have good plumbing. Suki, hi! Glad you could make it. We're doing a post-apocalyptic story right now. It's icy and cold everywhere. Make sure that plumbing is good. Certainly, absolutely. Yeah, this is actually our second story for the night. The first one got just... it was breaking my mind. But now, we are a muscle lady and we are surviving in an icy catastrophe place, wherever this place is. Before flushing the bucket. Butcher the catfish. I realized tonight I wasn't already falling somehow. Oh, how dare you! I thought you were my friend. Disciple of the bucket goddess, I see. Oh man, baby, maybe I should actually read that story before I wrap up tonight. I still have it in like my account stuff. You carefully skin the catfish, making sure to keep all the good meat inside the fish. That's not how that works. Take the good meat out of the fish. I don't get why you skin the catfish. You gain no points. I just saw that. I will hug you so hard to prove my friendship. I hug you. Get rid of the bones, then start cutting up the good parts into smaller, manageable chunks. You have a great supper that night. The tuna and the bread tasted absolutely delicious with the good meat. Not sure where we got bread, but that works. Oh. kind of strange. There's a fun play on that pun for Skin the Cat. I didn't realize that. You look down at your bowl and see a lot of blood. You realize you cut yourself on a rib while cutting up the fish. The blood squirts out of your hand as it hits the water. Oh dear. Keep pressure on the cut. You wrap a napkin around your hand to slow the bleeding, then go lay down. The pain is pretty bad, but you don't want to risk going to a doctor for it. I mean, assuming that there's a doctor around is a pretty generous assumption. Oh yeah, we got soap. Take the soap. The pain is pretty bad. Well, it's about to get a whole lot worse. Your hand is throbbing so bad right now that you think you might pass out from the pain, but you know you need to wash the blood off. You wrap the napkin around your hand to slow the bleeding. You gain 1 point. God, that water is probably freezing cold, too. This is not ideal. Stick hand in water and rub the soap on the wound to prevent infection. Water is a very soothing coolness to your throbbing hand. You realize you've got a serious adrenaline rush going on right now. I'm not going to score this. You gain no point. That's funny. Like, even Judge Bud is like, no, this is too stupid. Rinse the hand, dry it off, and wrap it back up. I'm glad I could stop by. I need to go get ready for bed and stuff. See you, love you. Love you too, Suki. Have a good rest. Sweet dreams. You go upstairs to find more cool water. When you come back down, you get out of the car and approach the woods on foot. You need to know for sure that this is what you want to do. You're going to do it. You gain 5 points. Do it. You're standing in front of him. He has blood and guts all over his face and hands, but his eyes have a certain unnatural glow to them. You're standing in front of a monster. You gain 5 points. Alright then. First combat encounter. What do I even have for weapons? Can I scroll back up? No mention of weapons. Pretty much unarmed. Plus, I'm injured. One of my hands is useless for the time being. I only have one fist to go off of. You know what? We're probably not. We're probably just gonna... Nope. Run. You run as fast as you can out of the woods. You have no idea where you are, but it's better if you get the hell out of there. The pain is everywhere. Check if the monster is following me. You keep running. The flashlight falls out of your bag and turns off. You stop to pick it up, but you trip on a rock and fall over. What a klutz. But things are tense now. We need to let this series of events play out naturally. Series of events, rather. Plural. You are shocked to find yourself in the middle of the woods, but there's no sign of the monster. You try to get up, but you can't stop shaking. Look for a place to hide. You run around trying to find a place to hide. You manage to find a large tree and climb up into the forks. You are completely exposed, but it's better than being in the open. You hid in a tree. You gain 10 points! Huh. How about that? totally exposed, injured, pretty much put ourselves in a corner, but, you know, we got 10 points. That's a big 1-0. That's double digits, baby. Search for a weapon. You have no weapons on you. You always keep them in your car, but all your stuff is in there too. You have no choice but to keep going. You're in a vulnerable position, but you have no choice. You gain no points. Thanks. Thanks, JudgeBot. I had no idea. Keep going where? This is fine. East. I don't know. You keep going east. You walk down into another valley, but there's nothing there. You walk for a long time, but there's nothing at all. The monster is still out there. What do we do? What do we do? He's watching you, waiting for you to make a move. He knows where you are every second of every minute of every hour of every day. He's gonna get you eventually. Is this gonna be like It Follows? Like that movie, It Follows? Except instead of just like what looks like a random person, like it's just a whole ass monster. Just slowly approaching. Fashion a club out of a tree limb. You continue going east. You can't go north, not with no car and all. You keep going until you can go no further. You're exhausted and you're sure the monster is close by. You found a weapon, 5 points. Check up on the bandage around my hand. Your hand is throbbing. You wrap a strip of cloth around it to slow the bleeding. You continue going. After walking a long distance, you can see some movement in the bushes. Prepare the club! Time to bonk! You sneak up behind the small figure and bring the club down as hard as you can on his head. You hear a crack and feel the club hit something soft. Ooh! Ooh! I made a Dwarf Fortress reference earlier, but, like, this sounds like Dwarf Fortress. Just straight through the skull, right into and tearing the brain tissue. Hot damn. That's brutal. But clearly, this is a demonstration of our strength as a muscle woman. You swing again, this time hitting bone. The crack echoes all throughout the forest. You pull the club out of the limp figure you just killed and keep going east. Like we're not even gonna investigate, just... Wow. No respect for the dead. Which I guess, I mean, it's an apocalypse, like, you do what you gotta do, but, like, you don't just kill for no reason. Investigate the corpse. You pull the corpse out of the bush and check to see if it's really dead. It's not moving. You cut off its head with your knife and then examine it. You found a corpse. You made a corpse. Okay, what can we examine from its head? Is it a person? What is it? You're happy to find that the creature's skin is very soft and easy to cut. You tear off some of it to wrap your hand with. You keep going, but not too much further. We already had a napkin around. We don't need any more cloth to to bandage your hand with. If anything, this is probably just gonna, like, make the risk of infection just skyrocket. Like, we don't know what this thing is. Sheesh. I guess Nettle doesn't care for details. We're headed west. We're headed east. Headed west. You can hear the footsteps getting closer and closer. You look over your shoulder and see the creature coming straight at you, its mouth open and foam at the mouth. So it played dead? Did it... No, this must be a different one. We cut off its head. It's certifiably dead. This must be a new one that was close by. Get ready to whack the creature like a baseball superstar. You back up and swing the knife, hitting the creature right on its forehead. You back up and swing again, splitting the creature's skull wide open. It topples over and dies instantly. This is Dwarf Fortress. This is pretty much Dwarf Fortress in every respect except visual. I think I'll take a moment to identify the creature. Creature is a ghoul. You learned about them in health class when they used to be cute. They usually live near or in graveyards, but this one must have wandered too far from home. I don't get why you would kill a ghoul. They're usually solitary creatures that only come out at night. They're also really weak. I guess you must have been really hungry. You gained 2 points. Thank you so much. I am so honored. Okay, so we have ghouls. It's a snowy, icy woodland that we're in. There are ghouls and fluffy ramblers. We have an injured hand, a huge wooden club, and a knife. All of our stuff is back in our car, which I'm not even sure if we're headed back to our car. Did we... When we were running from the monster, were we running west and now we're just running back? Or are we just going in a different direction altogether and just abandoning all the supplies we gathered? I mean, if it's virtually all of our food, then yeah, I probably would probably try to cook up some ghoul meat. Collect ghoul meat for later. You follow the trail of dead ghouls. They look like overgrown cats, but many times larger. They have sharp teeth and a thirst for human flesh. You find a small village next to a large graveyard. You found a village of ghouls, 5 points. 47 points! Y'all might not know, but 47, personally, is my favorite number, for reasons I will explain at a later date. It's probably not worth the wait, but I don't feel like explaining. Stealth my way through the ghoul village. There are no people in the village. Ghouls are only able to survive outdoors for a few hours at most, so it's mostly just houses for them. You found a ghoul village. You gained 1 point. God damn it. Bestow more knowledge upon me. You look around for something to break second floor windows. Anything. All you find is a pipe that will fit. You smash a ghoul's window open and climb in. Do ghouls have a concept of ownership? Of personal possessions? I'm overthinking this. But what was worth climbing into it for? The window opens to a small room with some pieces of furniture and a staircase going up. There's also a ghoul, a girl your age. She looks at you with her pale eyes. Stand at the ready. She might be my age, but is she as strong as me? The girl slowly walks towards you. Please don't hurt me, she says. She looks like a normal human. She probably is, or at least she was before she became a ghoul. You should probably let her live. You gain 2 points. No one knows possessions quite like ghosts. Well, these aren't ghosts, these are ghouls. Big, big difference. Ghosts was last story. You can still talk. She looks at you with tears in her eyes. Yes, I want to live. Can you help me? You look around. There has to be a way to get her back home. Where do you live? Please just help me get home. She walks closer to you. I was out walking. There was a car. She breaks into tears. Please just help me get home. We don't know anything about the ghoulization process. The ghouling process. We don't know if her condition is gonna get worse. Or maybe, just maybe, there's some way to prevent it. In which case, like, we should probably help her, y'all. We should probably help her. I was gonna help her anyway, but now there's justification for it. Alright. Stick close with me. I know how to fight. The AI might take that wrong. I know how. I'm strong. Yeah. You grab the pipe and smash it into her head, sending gore flying everywhere. The old ghoul falls dead at your feet. You take a moment to gather your strength and leave the house. This is what I didn't want to happen. No, I don't accept that. Okay, she says, wiping her face. You take the girl's hand and bring her outside where a car is parked nearby. You open the door and put her inside. Jesus. Nothing bad happened, okay, guys? Nothing bad whatsoever. Check the car's fuel gauge. The car is half full of gas. You don't know if it will make it back. You get in the driver's seat and turn the car on. Drive our way out of the ghoul village. floor the gas pedal and drive out of the village. You check your surroundings, but don't see anything. You hope you can get home safely. You made it out of the village, but at a high cost. The car's fuel gauge is at half a tank. You gained 2 points. Drive until the gas runs out. Your gas gauge hits 0. You hit the steering wheel in frustration. The car starts to tip over on its side as it's slowly moving forward. Grab the girl and lean the opposite way to maintain balance. Why is it so heavy on one side? Well, I guess I gotta do this myself. Car stays balanced as it slows to a stop on the road. Come on, you say. Let's get out of here. You open the door and help the girl out. Thank you, she says. Let's see how this progresses. The girl is gone, as if she was never here. You were alone in the forest. Okay. Alright. So part of me was kind of hoping she would be kind of like a consistent companion, but I guess not. She's just a one-off character. This was just a side quest. Like, but hey, you know, she might come back later. Sit by myself in the car for a while. You sit in silence for hours. You can feel your soul slowly leaving your body. You try to start the engine, but it won't turn over. The car is now on its side and completely wrecked. What the hell? Like, it just started to degrade as we just sat in it for a few hours. Think to myself about what to do next. You think about your parents. You wonder what they would think about what's going on. You think about your schoolwork. You can't concentrate on anything right now. You try to start the car one last time. Nettle, it's out of gas. It's not going anywhere. You're a realist. You know that the world is an ugly place and that you're going to die. You don't try to fight it, but just accept it. You gain 5 points. No. No, that's... Yeah, I don't... Story. You remember that the car is out of gas. Even if you got it running, it's not going anywhere. With a huff, you brush off your shoulders and continue eastward on foot. You walk for hours until your legs give out and you collapse to the ground. As you lie there, unable to move, it all begins to feel like a nightmare that won't end. Sheesh. Regardless, there's a fire inside you that will not let you die so easily to this world. I'm not in the mood for tragedy tonight. Just chaos. You think back on all the times you were picked on as a kid. You think back to the horrible things that were said to you. You know, how about we just not? No. You're going to survive. You're going to find a way out of here. That's the spirit. We got this, Nettle. You're a muscle woman. Who could bring you down? Build a campfire and roast some ghoul meat. You find a large patch of bones in the forest. You figure you can easily scratch together enough bone chips to start a fire. You gather the bone chips and get to work. Are bones flammable? Like, even a little? I don't actually know. I don't know if... I mean... I'm pretty sure, like, you can burn and char bones, but, like... I don't think you can build a fire with them. Let's keep going. I know I said that I might read the one story of the Bucket Goddess, like, as a way to wrap up, but I don't know, I'm starting to feel like my fuel tanks are starting to, run low. We'll probably wrap it up here pretty soon. It takes some considerable effort to burn bones, I imagine. You have no matches, so you're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. You sit on the ground and hold the bone chips over the fire until they begin to burn. Did we skip a step? Well, less that we skipped a step, more like we rearranged the order of which this is supposed to happen. Whatever. Cook the ghoul meat. You cook the pieces of ghoul meat over the fire. They're tough, but they taste good, especially dipped in grease from the campfire. You ate the ghoul meat. Gain 1 point. Nice. You know, I think this would be a good place to leave off. Leaving off just sitting on a campfire, close to a campfire, roasting ghoul meat. We might have an injured hand, but we're strong. We met somebody, killed a few ghouls. There's a monster after us. We're headed eastward for whatever reason. But so far it seems like we're living, we're surviving. So I think that will just about do it for this stream. I don't know when I'll follow up, if I'll follow up, like if anybody has interest in this little adventure. We'll see what happens. But anyhow, I'm going to switch to this screen and I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Everybody who's stuck around, thank you so much. Thank you anyone who's lurking. I appreciate you all coming by. I really hope my frame rate and stuff was okay. It's been so fun. I'm glad. What am I gonna do next? Give the stream. Thank you for coming, Commissar. Let's see here. Who is live right now? I don't have any emotes or anything yet, and I probably won't until I get affiliate, whenever that'll be. So, for the moment, we'll probably just have to jump right into it. I think we will raid Roki, who's playing a Digimon game right now. Just getting everything all set up. Reminder, I work with a potato. Gotta baby it a little bit. Okay, is that gonna work? Looks like it. Woohoo! So, yeah, thank you everybody. Hope you all have a good night. Make sure you rest well, hydrate, and all the good stuff. Take care of yourself. And, yeah, I hope you'll tune in next time. I don't really have any sort of consistent schedule, so it's kind of like it'll happen whenever it happens, but regardless, I really appreciate you all for coming by. Alright, yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have. Let's go raid a Tanuki. So, good night everybody! Konban kiddo!